Welcome, everybody. Welcome to our Commercient AI webinar. Just wanted to introduce you to Richard Jenkins, myself, John Angove, and Corinne Allgaier. We're the founders of the company, co-founders, founders. And we we wanted to talk to you today about our AI offering. AI has been a part of Commercient for nearly a decade when we hired our first dedicated AI developer. So our AI team has now grown to 7 people, and we're dedicated to building out and improving and perfecting our Commercient AI tools. As you can imagine, as part of a sync environment and a platform, um, we've really utilized AI throughout. So our AI processes already drive your sync integration. What we're showing you today is the next evolution in how your connected data can be used to support your business, essentially. And in the process, I'm going to be introducing you to Richard. And Richard is, as I said, one of the co-founders. He's the Chief Technology Officer. And Richard has been at the forefront of integrating artificial intelligence into the ERP system and the CRM systems and many other systems as well that we're going to talk about today. So you can imagine your business stack in your company, and we're going to get into all the different applications that you use in your business, and we're going to get into all the technology stack that you have. So AI agents are designed to transform your customer service interactions, for instance, or many sales interactions, or any business use case throughout the life cycle of your business dealings with customers and partners. So we're going to provide you with sort of a personalized engagement and support view of what you can do with AI. Richard will talk about leveraging AI, and as a leader in his field, he's going to talk about some advanced solutions that address, the complex challenges of AI.
Okay.
So at this point, yeah, I'm going to hand over to Richard.
Thanks, John. Appreciate the intro. So yes, I'm going to go over what is Commercient AI. So Commercient AI is an advanced suite of AI-driven tools that are designed to enhance your experience with the Commercient platform. So it includes the Commercient AI chatbot, which can act as an internal or an external support agent or customer service agent. And it'll provide guidance and support just like a veteran employee. That's the objective. If you give it the right amount of data and the right data, it can act as a very qualified employee and help your staff and help customers too. So the focus is on usability and adoption and integrating AI into your current workflow. So we're designed to empower teams, improve productivity, and streamline customer interactions. John, okay.
Yeah. So let's get right onto it. So what you're here to see, Richard, is why don't you start showing us a little bit about the AI agent as a customer service agent?
Absolutely. So the first thing you've got to do is you have to teach the AI about your business, about your company. So I'm going to show you how to gather the knowledge of your company and put it into the Commercient AI agent to achieve fantastic results, right? So here we have set up a number of ways to train your AI. You can see on the screen that as we go to the AI menu and we can feed the AI agent knowledge in the form of text documents, files, YouTube videos, which is really interesting because you've recorded many for your company potentially, Google Drive, which might have all your files located there, or live data. In this example, we're going to choose live data, which is going to be information pulled from your ERP or your CRM system. So you can see here, we can select a table, a view, or the CRM system. And we've selected CRM. We're going to select contacts. So we're going to make the AI agent be able to answer a question about contacts. Let's just say that our staff, our team members are always asking this question, right? Like, who are the people at the such and such company? So in order to answer the question, we select all the fields that are relevant from the contact object from your CRM system. So we might say, when somebody asks the question, let's return their name. And you could also choose phone number and email. For this demo, I'm just going to choose name, and we're going to add it to the selection on the right. But there's one more criteria. We don't just ask for all contacts that exist. We need it for a specific company. So we'll add the company name as a required field. Yeah. And we'll go ahead and click on save. Now the chatbot will be able to talk about the system with live data from your CRM system. This is really simplifying things. When you're doing this, you don't have to learn programming or anything like that. It's all connected already with the LLMs and the AI systems. The next thing we're going to demonstrate quickly is just adding a YouTube video. So here we will select the knowledge base to put the YouTube video into. You can have as many knowledge bases as you wish. And when we paste the URL of a YouTube video or channel, click on save, and it'll transcribe the video, and it also has a custom library. So if you've got special words that you're speaking in the video that are not common, it'll transcribe those correctly. Okay. Next, we're going to see the files and Google Drive. On Google Drive, we're going to paste either a URL to a Google folder and put it into a knowledge base, or a URL to a Google file, right? So it could be a Google Doc, a Google Sheet, or a Word document, an Excel document. And what it'll do is spider through the document, and it'll find any hyperlinks that it has. So this is really useful if you wanted to make like a little library of 10 links to content that you want the system to import and be knowledgeable about. So a nice, quick, easy way to do it. Or you feed it your company's files, or especially product sheets. We all have product spec sheets, MSDS sheets, safety sheets, etc. So we can load tons of data so that the chatbot is more knowledgeable.
Okay. Great. Thanks, Richard. So now that our agent has had some training, let's see what the agent can actually do. Let's ask it some questions about our products. To prepare this demo for today, we loaded knowledge articles, YouTube videos about our blue light therapy lamps. That's the demo data that we're working with today. So let's ask the agent a couple of questions and see what the agent knows. What does a medical blue lamp do? And we can type that in here in natural language, and we see it returned a lot of great information. I see it can be used for acne treatment, wound healing, and other dermatological treatments. And all of this has been retrieved from your extensive knowledge base. We can see that it emits blue light. So I'm curious, does blue light produce UV? That's a question I could ask the agent, and it will review its notes and respond. And as you can see, blue light is considered UV-free. We also get the option to click on a knowledge source to compare blue light to UV light. So we can have clickable links within here. So we've brought back a lot of very detailed and maybe scientific information that you want your customer service agents to be armed with. So I'm still curious, and I'm going to type in here, let's see how blue light can affect my health. And putting that question into the agent, we get back a lot of information again. And now, as perhaps a customer service agent, I'm now armed with information to communicate with the customer about potential benefits and risks of a medical blue lamp. So you can see that the questions that your customers can ask may be very specific and may require expert knowledge, and all of that knowledge can be pulled from your knowledge base.
Great. So all this information is great for new or even existing sales and customer service reps. There's no mad searches through spec sheets or anything like that. Everything is right there. So Richard, please, can you go ahead and show us how we can answer a customer inquiry about how many lamps there are in inventory and which warehouses have that inventory?
Sure. Yep, we can be as detailed or as concise as we wish. So here, I've already connected my ERP and CRM to the agent. So we're going to ask it, how many blue lamps do we have on hand? And it's going to question the ERP system for the inventory. And the fields that have been selected to be returned or displayed here. We have, as of January the 30th, there's 100 units. There are on hand 100. Available to be ordered is 83. On purchase order coming soon, 200. And then I've also broken it out by city. So we can see there's 60 in Atlanta, 12 in Detroit. And those were the fields that I selected when I set this up. And you might select different fields if this was your question that you wanted to set up for your company. So again, I'm going to type a slightly different language. Maybe I don't use the word on hand. It's maybe a bit too specific. So the point is that the LLM, the AI, understands different language. So there I just asked it a simple, how many do we have? And it came up with the same answer. Okay, so John, go back out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your sync already brings all this information together for you. You can see that your agent enables your customer service team to provide very effective information and very information that's in context, and it provides it quickly. So this is great, Richard, but to really supercharge the sales and the customer service team, I think they need to be able to upsell. Can the AI agent help us with that?
Absolutely. Yeah. Upsell recommendations. So here's where that Google Drive connection comes in handy. So our agent has already spidered all of the product spec sheets, potentially your website too. And it can quickly recommend several things that this customer can also be provided. So we've typed in, do we carry any products that I can cross-sell? And the agent comes back with, yes, there are some face shields, some protective eyewear, dressing kits, etc. So very, very helpful, especially when you've got lots of products that work together and support each other in a family of products.
So start to finish, the agent can support the full customer journey, which is great. Wow.
Yeah. So speaking of start to finish, let's add in another common question that all companies are asked, and that is the tracking status of an order, right? Everybody gets asked this question. We all ask it. So we're going to ask, what is the tracking number for my invoice or order? 100293. And the agent will look it up in the live data and return the tracking number. And it says the tracking number for the invoice is Z302, etc. And of course, it could have a hyperlink straight to UPS or FedEx, wherever the tracking number is from. And again, it's really saved us time servicing customers. But most important, it's given the customer the data that they want. And they don't necessarily have to go look around to find the right place to click on your website. They can just chat with an agent. So we're seeing agents as being another way to communicate with companies, in addition to your website and the telephone, etc.
Incredible. So I want all my salespeople using this right away, but I know I try to get them to log into another site. They may never use it. So how are we tackling that challenge?
Well, that's a great point. And so the best part about these agents is that they can live where your team does. If you joined our beta program to connect your agents, you can access them in Slack, Zoom, HubSpot, Salesforce, on your website, in an extension, and more. But we're not stopping there. You'll also be able to download and connect to your agent from the Apple App Store, Google Play, and even as a browser extension. So we want to make it as easy as possible for your team to connect with and leverage this new technology.
This is really exciting new technology, and we're just really scratching the surface of what these agents can do for your company. So it's going to change the way we all do business. We know that. So we're excited really to share today with you the fact that this is all free to you in your customer panel. We'd love to get all of your feedback. Let us know how you'd like to use it, what kind of use cases you see, what tasks you'd like to automate, and where an agent can provide the value to your business that you're looking for. So please onboard Commercient AI by contacting us at ai@commercient.com, or drop a message in the chat right now and we'll get you started. All you have to do is just type onboard my AI and we'll know how to follow up with you. And we can't wait to see what you all can build. So we're very excited about this today. So
Great.
before I end off, I'm going to hand over to Richard and the rest of the team.
Yeah,
And
please,
if you have any questions, yeah.
yeah, please feel free to type or ask your question if you have any questions, and we can certainly answer them. And if you don't have them right now, you can drop them in an email.
I have a question. If I have like 800 products on my site, so the chatbot can answer the question on each of those products, whichever one the customer's clicked on on the website.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it can know everything about them. It can read all 800 web pages and put that into its knowledge base. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that Ricky or Joshua, Shane, are any of you technical on AI? Have you looked into the AI technology stacks?
Not for me so much, no.
Okay, that's fine. So when you do the research, this topic is referred to as RAG, R-A-G, and that's what is happening here. And it's using the best LLMs in the background, so it can connect to the ChatGPT, OpenAI, OpenAI AI tool, so that the language is really nice and easy to understand, and it understands the web pages that when it looks at your 800 web pages, Ricky, it'll really understand them well.
And outside of people asking questions to this chat box, can it prompt for upsells or anything else? If it sees some kind of patterns in which the customers are looking at certain products, can it offer some assistance at that point? Like, I see you're looking at a contemporary design for your lighting fixture. Would you be interested in me showing you more or something like that? Can it do that?
Right. So that's going to be coming soon.
Okay.
What you've had in the past is you've got the product recommendation tools. They sort of started, I don't know how long ago, 10 plus years ago, when Amazon started to do this. And so they've been in place for a while. And then on the other side, you've got this natural language chat capability. But our objective is to take essentially the shopping cart, and as the shopping cart changes, we will in the background, you could prompt the chatbot to review the shopping cart and make suggestions to the customer. Yeah.
Okay.
So that'll be coming soon. Yeah.
So there is a question in the chat, and I'll go ahead and read that out. Joshua asks, is there currently a way for staff to interface with the AI chatbot via a Salesforce integration? I really hesitate to expose our staff to another tool or platform.
Yep. So yes, the answer is yes. You can use we have an Agentforce app, Salesforce Agentforce app. It's just been onboarded to the App Exchange. It should be released on the live App Exchange in a number of days, and that will reach over. When you chat to the Salesforce agent and you ask a question, our Agentforce app will either retrieve the data if you've synced it into Salesforce, or it can retrieve it across the internet from your ERP system through Commercient. So both ways, if you're synchronizing a lot of data, it can read it directly, or either way. And we can set that up for you if you need help with the Agentforce platform.
And to give that more context, so if you've got information sitting in your ERP, you've got information sitting in your CRM, combine that with information about your policies or procedures or anything like that that may be sitting in some of these other documents, maybe Google Docs, or some scripts that you've extracted from various other platforms. Wherever that content lies, we're bringing it all together to inform that agent. So even though you're operating the agent in Salesforce, you get the benefit of having the full connectivity to all the data sources through us. Yeah.
And Beth, would you mind going back one slide? Yeah, so this slide sort of says it all. The picture on the left, you've got the Commercient chatbot itself. You could embed that on your web page if you wished. You mentioned that you wanted to keep it inside of Salesforce, so your users. So inside of Salesforce, you can have your users use the Salesforce AI if you are licensed for it. If you're not licensed for it and it doesn't fit your business model, maybe it's a feature that you don't want to acquire from Salesforce, you can also use Commercient's chatbot inside of Salesforce without owning Agentforce. That might also be an answer you might be interested in. And then you've got other options, like, for example, you see the browser extension, it's the puzzle piece. A browser extension, you might have used these in the past. They live in the top of the browser, and they can essentially operate with any web page that you wish. This would be for your own staff to use, as opposed to potentially customers using. Yeah. So that's it.
Excellent. We haven't heard from Shane yet. So Shane, do you have any questions?
No, I'm good. Actually, I kind of had a similar question to what Joshua had, but you've answered the question.
Excellent. Okay.
Great. Well, thanks everybody. Appreciate your interest, and we look forward to talking and collaborating with you.